Hi, my name is Dave, and today we're going to be going over the installation of the Midwest Industries Gen 3 Free Float one-piece handguard system for your AR-15. Installing a free float handguard system can improve accuracy because it will free float the barrel, improving harmonics, and it allows you multiple accessory mounting options to install grips, lights, and other accessories of your choice. The rails come in several different length options, as well as an option for KeyMod and Magpul M-Lock compatibility. Black and flat dark earth finishes are also available. The rail has a super slim 1.5-inch outside diameter for ergonomic comfort. The rails also feature 7 sides of Magpul M-Lock compatible slots or KeyMod mounting slots. 1 Picatinny section is included with each rail. 5 anti-rotation QD swivel sockets are present at the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock position on the front, and 2 in the rear at the 3 and 9 o'clock position. Made from rugged 6061 aluminum with a hard coat anodized finish, fully dehorned for a non-abrasive, comfortable feel, this is a great upgrade to your rifle. Installation is simple with the proprietary barrel nut that does not require any timing. The rail is 100% made in America with the Midwest Industries lifetime warranty. Before we begin installation, let's go over what is included in the package. You will find the rail itself. Inside the rail is the barrel nut, the anti-rotation device, and the 2 socket head cap screws. Also included are some small tools and the barrel nut wrench. We'll go over the full list of required tools and supplies now. You will need the following tools and supplies to complete the installation. You will need a vise and a fixture to secure the upper receiver, a 1/2-inch torque wrench capable of tightening to 40 foot-pounds, an inch-pound torque wrench capable of tightening to 55 inch-pounds, the included hex keys, or if you'd prefer to use a bit and driver system, the included barrel nut wrench, an armorer's wrench, or the appropriate tools required to remove your current muzzle device, gas block, handguard or rail system, and barrel nut, a degreasing agent such as denatured alcohol, the included green adhesive, some moly grease or anti-seize that is compatible with aluminum. You will need some swabs or small patches or rags for degreasing and application of the adhesive and grease. We will now put a list of all the required tools and supplies on the screen for your reference. Please pause the video if you would like to take notes. Before we begin installation, make sure that your firearm is clear and unloaded and your work surface is clear of any magazines or ammunition. Safety is always the #1 priority when working with any firearm, and that is your responsibility. Separate the upper from the lower receiver and secure the upper on the fixture of your choice. If you have any questions on how to do this, please consult with the owner's manual of your rifle or contact the manufacturer. We'll begin by removing our current installed handguard. If you have a free float rail system, you may have to remove other components before you can remove that rail. Remove your muzzle device and crush washer. Remove your gas block or front sight base and handguard retaining cap. Remove the delta ring assembly or barrel nut. Now we are going to prep our parts for installation. We are going to remove and clean up any old grease or anti-seize from the barrel nut threads on the upper receiver. We can clean this with a small rag and the denatured alcohol. We're now going to remove the 2 socket head cap screws from the handguard with the provided hex key, or you can use a driver of your choice. We'll then remove the torque plate, and we can remove the barrel nut from the handguard. Now we are going to degrease the outside surface of the barrel nut and the inside surface of the handguard. Again, we can use denatured alcohol and a small patch or rag. Apply a small amount of grease or anti-seize to the barrel nut threads on the upper receiver. If this is a new build, also make sure that the barrel extension of the barrel has a small amount of grease or anti-seize as well. Remove any excess grease or anti-seize and we can install the barrel into the upper receiver. Make sure that the indexing pin is in alignment with the notch in the upper receiver. Secure back in your fixture and we can install the barrel nut. Using the included barrel nut wrench and our foot-pound torque wrench set to 40 foot-pounds, we are now going to tighten the barrel nut. Do not over-tighten. If this was a new build, you can also season the threads by tightening to 40 foot-pounds, loosening, tightening to 40 foot-pounds, loosening, and then applying your final torque of 40 foot-pounds. There's some debate whether this is actually necessary or not. Ultimately, it is your decision if you choose to season the threads on a virgin build or not. Now we are going to reinstall the gas block and tube. Because we are installing a free float handguard system, we are going to convert the gas block to a small micro gas block. If you are securing the gas block with set screws, you can also use some high temperature thread locking compound as well. Now we are going to apply the included green adhesive on the outside of the barrel nut. I use a swab to spread the adhesive around the barrel nut. Do not apply this adhesive anywhere else, as it'll show that you did not read the directions and it could void your warranty. A common question received is how do we remove the handguard after we've applied the green adhesive? At the end of this video, we will go over removal, which is very simple. So don't worry about the green adhesive making future removal difficult. It's actually quite simple. We can now install the handguard over the barrel nut and align the rail on the top of the handguard to the rail of the upper receiver by hand. We can now install the torque plate and install the 2 socket head cap screws and just snug down. We will apply our final torque in a moment. Once we have the 2 bolts snug, we're going to verify that the handguard is still in alignment with the upper receiver. Go ahead and make any adjustments if it is necessary. The torque plate should be flat and hooking the back of the barrel nut. You can also see that the anti-rotation tabs are in alignment with the upper receiver. Once the torque plate is in position, I can apply a little more torque, just snugging down the screws to hold everything in position. I can now do a final verification to make sure that the handguard is in alignment with the upper receiver, and I can apply my final torque with my inch-pound torque driver set to 55 inch-pounds. Do not over-tighten the screws. We can now reinstall the muzzle device. We now have a nice, sleek handguard, and we can install any of the M-LOK or key-mod accessories of your choice. If you have any questions about how to properly install those accessories, make sure you check out the installation videos on our channel. A commonly received question is how to remove the handguard from the upper receiver because we have that green adhesive bonding the handguard to the barrel nut. Truth be told, it is actually quite simple to remove the handguard even though that green adhesive is installed. Now, the green adhesive is just another added layer of security to ensure that the handguard remains rock solid to the upper receiver, which is a trait that is desirable amongst shooters. However, if you decide you want to remove the handguard for whatever reason, maybe it's cleaning or to adjust a gas block or whatever other reason you may have, we're going to now go over the removal of the handguard. Now, those that are familiar with the green adhesive that is used in this installation know that you can use heat to reduce the bond. However, there is a much simpler method to remove that, and all it requires is a small piece of scrap wood like this piece shown here. The first step will be to remove the 2 socket head cap screws and remove the torque plate from the handguard. Now we're going to use a shock force to break the bond of the adhesive between the barrel nut and the handguard. Make sure you use a piece of scrap wood such as this, and it's soft so it protects the muzzle device, because basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving a fast shock strike down, causing the bond to break. So I'm just going to be generating most of the energy with my hand on the handguard. I'm going to be holding the upper receiver just so I can maintain control, and we're just going to be delivering that quick, sharp strike. Now, it's best to use a quick, sharp strike with some moderate force versus small taps. The small taps will not be enough force to shock break that bond. So it's going to look just like this. And the handguard can come right off of the barrel nut. Now you can perform any cleaning or service that you may need to, and when you are ready to reinstall, you can simply clean up the barrel nut with some degreasing agent such as denatured alcohol, reapply the green adhesive, and complete the installation as shown previously in this video. We thank you very much for watching this video and hope it was helpful in your installation of the Midwest Industries Gen 3 free float handguard system. If you don't feel comfortable with any part of the installation or you don't have the proper tools, don't hesitate to seek the assistance of a competent gunsmith or armorer. As always, you can contact the technical support staff at Midwest Industries for any assistance via telephone or online. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.